What's up, MineZ gamers? Today, we are going to be ranking the dungeons of the various spawn towns of MineZ. I'm going to give a brief overview as to why, and then let the rest of the dungeon play out. The timestamps for each individual dungeon will be in the description. Let's get into it. First and foremost, coming in at last place is Abandoned Mineshaft. For being a spawn town dungeon, it is a little bit long, and the legendary is essentially a buffed version of the grenade. Other than that, the rest of the dungeon is slightly okay. It's a decent intro to dungeon / puzzle mechanics for new MineZ players that stumble upon this location north of Portsmouth. Herbalist Hideout is the spawn town dungeon of K8 and is mildly interesting due to the shrinking / enlarging mechanics, which essentially means that two separate dungeons had to be constructed. The reason it places at number 5 is due to the location that not many players prefer to travel to, the swamp biome. The legendary is slightly okay, but other spawn town dungeons have better ones in my opinion. Orlop Deck is a newer spawn town dungeon, along with Bell Bunker. It is the most well designed, in my opinion, but places in spot number 4 due to the weak legendary. It is a fun, simple dungeon that incorporates a mini boss and with the hot sand mechanics, but the weak legendary places it in spot number 4. Army Sewers ranks at spot number 3 because it is a quick and easy way to get the potion equivalent of the Revenant's Remedy, a simple, short dungeon with an interesting reward. At second place, we have the Thieves Guild, because its reward is the equivalent to a button with the added perk of while using it, it disables trapped chests. Over the years, the Thieves Guild has gone through several changes. I like the current version right now. What do you think? Coming in at first place is the mighty Bell Bunker, due to it being super easy and that the loot chests at the end can spawn wheat, which can be turned into stacks and stacks of bread if you farm the dungeon. The dungeon itself is slightly newer, which gives it modern mechanics. Also, the legendary that is given at the end of this dungeon is very useful also when this dungeon is farmed to go to somewhere like Abandoned Farm or Festival of Valar to continuously farm wheat. Overall, this dungeon, if done correctly, can give you lots of bread. Let me know what you think down below. Does this dungeon deserve to be number one out of all Spawn Town dungeons?